Hi, this is Cammy of Cammy and Jeanena with Southern Oregon Outline, and this is Emmy, and today we are going to hike in the woodlands.
So we're going to head off going through the Britt Garden. You'll see 32 different posts that have some history on it. There is a brochure from the Jacksonville Woodlands that explains each one of those places, but we're on a hunt for wildflowers today.
Yes.
So come along. So this is the ADA trail that leads up to the Sarah Zigler Trail, coming through the Peter Britt Gardens. Okay, so this is the entrance to the Sarah Zigler Trail. It was very unusual for a trail to be named after a woman, especially back in the days when they couldn't hold property. And this is the new trail map that was just put in. This sequoia tree was built, it wasn't built, this sequoia tree was planted by Peter Britt March 22nd, 1862 to commemorate the birth of his son Emil. So that gives you a real feel for what 150 years worth of tree looks like.
I wanted to show you guys that it's right by the road, and the only reason I'm showing you that is when I used to come visit Grandma, it was so easy to find the trail. I just kind of wandered upon it. Just walking through town, and it's just so convenient to the little town of Jacksonville. It's a fun one to walk on. Okay, so this is one of the number signs, and as a hiker, what do you do with that?
Okay, you look on the flyer that will give you some of the history.
And where did they get the flyer? Is that in the...
It's in the box.
In the box at the start of the trailhead.
Right,
that we've showed
right.
them. And so the maps and the flyers are in there.
That's right.
Oh,
and
cool.
sometimes there's also brochures with wildflowers in them.
Okay.
So they appreciate your donations to help pay for replacing the maps. A trail made by a deer.
Oh.
But we're starting to have some damage. We believe it's being made by bicycles because we're even seeing tire tracks in them. So we really need people to stay on the trails to prevent erosion.
Oh, absolutely.
This one here is the toothwort, and again, notice it's right beside some poison oak.
And look how close I am to
at
it.
least now you can tell what it is because it's starting to turn red. And
Oh, yeah.
over here, some beautiful ferns. There's about 3 different kinds of ferns.
I love the
on the Sarah Zigler
ferns.
Trail.
Is this thing right here poison oak?
That is.
Oh my God! It's like entwined with
Yeah, exactly. See how it's wound around
It's like, yeah. Wait, where did it go?
And this is buckbrush that it's. And
It's
buckbrush is
sneaky.
beautiful.
It's mean.
Yeah,
It takes over.
it does.
And which the tree is?
Right, and if you notice how it kind of hangs in clusters, some people call it deer candy because they like to nibble on it. But when it's fresh, it's like these beautiful white blossoms.
Oh, cool.
These are false Solomon seal, and there's 3 distinct different looks to them. First, they come up like a spike, and then they look like this, and then at the end it's going to unfurl and have some beautiful white star-shaped blossoms.
Wow. Wait, now when does that happen? Fairly soon?
It depends on the amount of sun and rain, so it should be happening soon. So here's the first shaping of the false Solomon seal, and you see how it's starting to bend over to uncurl.
Yeah.
And then right behind it is a nice cluster of trilliums. Their technical name is wake robin. But notice it's got 3 sets of 3. If we find one that's open, you'll see that more clearly.
It always has that?
It always has that. And there's 3 different types of those here. See how it's like a spear sticking straight up? That's the false Solomon seal before it starts to uncurl.
Oh.
Awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, I hear a creek.
That is Jackson Creek. That's what's so cool about the Sarah Zigler Trail, because it's always damp and cooler on this side. You get like a much longer season. But this is a wild rose. They have really pretty little flat blossoms. Kind of a
What color?
pinkish rose color. And they're just a single petal. Not one petal, they're a single flat rose. Any of these wildflowers that you're seeing here that I may not recall the name of, go to the Jacksonville Woodlands website and look at the wildflowers there. Those are all photos I've taken that will have some of the other flowers identified for you that may not be in bloom.
Have you taken all the photos for the Jacksonville Woodland? Like those flowers are your photos?
All the wildflowers are mine, and the headings and things like that with the children in them, those are photos I took, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you, Jay.
Thank you. Actually, I love being out here. It's one of my favorite places in Jacksonville.
No wonder you know the names of all of them so well and stuff.
I know.
Okay, so here's another number. What is number? That's my favorite number, actually. It's my birthday. What does number 11 stand for?
Okay, so by number 11, you'll see some large madrone trees and the large manzanita shrubs. Sometimes those two get confused. The manzanita can get really tall with the trunk stems twisting and gnarly. The leaves are more of a whitish green with a stiff leathery leaf, and it's kind of a sticky white to pink flower. But the madrone tree, which is what you're looking at now, is tall, it's really smooth. We've seen those on the other trails.
Was our wish tree a madrone tree?
Yeah, it was a madrone tree, absolutely.
I want to find another wish tree. I need to make another wish.
And right up ahead, you notice the split? So if you're coming back on the Sarah Zigler Trail and you want to get back up to the Rich Gulch trailhead where the other parking lot is, you can take that cutoff.
I think you and I took that once. It's a little steep.
It's a little steep, yes.
We should do that more often. I need that.
The Sarah Zigler Trail, I believe, is only 1/3 of a mile, and it's pretty flat and easy. So it's an easy one for people that don't have much experience walking and
So it's a
hiking.
good one also for like older people and kids and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
And it would be good for kids as long as they stayed on, well, as long with everyone, as long as they stay on the trail so they don't get poison oak. Other than that, it's really safe for kids.
Right. There's a couple places where the trail gets narrow, but the Jacksonville Woodlands have had some work crews come out, some kids that are earning money during summer.
Oh.
And in addition to building other trails, they have cleaned up the Sarah Zigler Trail.
Wow.
And then Bob Bedessa, our weed wrangler, he also has replaced some of the posts that have gotten in the way. He's moved them off to the side of the trail.
That's one of the things that I really love about Jacksonville is all of the volunteers that make this what it is.
Absolutely. And everybody that's on the Woodlands board, they are all huge helpers to make this trail be what it is. And I just saw some miner's lettuce. Let's zoom in on that.
Yeah, where is it?
Right over here. Do you see this?
Yes.
It has a little tiny thing right in the middle of it. So pioneer miners, we here actually ate that as we would eat lettuce because of course there was no markets when they showed up.
The reason I know what this is that we used to feed this to our bunny rabbits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The bunnies liked miner's lettuce.
Thank you for joining us. Again, this is Jeanena and Cammy and Emmy on her leash. Perfect Emmy on her leash in the Woodlands. And we're so happy that you joined us. Keep watching Southern Oregon Outline to see where we are.
Hey, this is Cammy.
It
I
is.
haven't done
That's
this in a
Cammy.
while. I think y'all know who I am. This is Cammy of Cammy and Jeanena with Southern Oregon Outline. And this, of course, is Emmy.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
What did I do?
Nothing. I just got a giggle. Okay, one more time. Una más.
What was that last thing?
Una más. One more time.
And can you do the, and this is Jeanena, so they know who the you are?
She used a bad word.
Stumped you? I actually asked you a question you didn't know.
Actually, yes.
I have made my day.